Champ on the live, you know. Mm-hmm. Hey. Breaking news, breaking news. Hi. Listen. Hey, big up on yourself and thank you for being here, everybody that's tuning in. You know, so we have a festive discussion, right? And for those of you who don't know, I am SouFlo from SouFLoTV. Here ya. Anytime you see me wear this shirt, the shirt's a bomber cloth because that's exactly what I said to myself when news broke. I said, bomber cloth. Anybody don't want to hear no curse word come out of here, you can join another live where we don't curse so much. I promise you I won't be cursing though. The only thing I'm going to be saying is probably bomber cloth because this is very bomber clothish. All right. Big up on yourself and thanks for being here, man. Let me shout out some people and then we get on with the live. All right. So the first person in was Justin Brown. Justin Brown, big up yourself. Our Marvelous Kelly, big up yourself. Shayana Stanley, big up yourself. M. Palmer, thank you for being here. Bree Berry, thank you for being here. This is not a Mash Down Gaza evening. This is not a Flintstone after cartel this evening. This is not a discredit and dash what I obtained this evening. This is us having a discussion. All right. Y'all already know how I feel about certain things. And I already can tell that some people have their set opinions already. But we're going to get into all that. All right. M. Palmer, like I said before, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Bree Berry, Shiona Stanley, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Sally Edwards, thanks for being here. Queenie Morris is in the building. Thank you for being here. Queenie Morris said, damn, how come so many Jamaicans easily led? All cook up evidences, no one thinking anymore. Fully Gaza. All right, people. We're not gonna big up nobody else right now. We're gonna get into the talk. So there I was minding my business outside. I take in the evening breeze, and my phone go boops. And I look, and the first one that came up was Octane. So we're gonna take it directly from the paper, just so everybody on the same page what we're talking about, right? Big trial going on in Jamaica right now. It's kind of been going on for a while now. Them want certain gangsters, and these gangsters are in the court of law right now. They're connected to the Klansman gang. A lot of people are saying, SouFlo, how come you never been covering this? Because, you know, I was trying to stay away from it. Ever since I did that Clarendon thing and me get few phone call behind the scenes. No, bad up phone call, you know. Man talk to me and thing. But man let me know who is who and what is what. And when I did my ones and twos, I said I'm going to back out of it and leave it alone because it's still ongoing. See, so here we are. We get dragged out this evening. We get dragged out because Jamaica Observer, the second ex-member of the St. Catherine-based Klansman gang turned state informant, on Tuesday morning referenced multiple visits by himself. This is not him saying him know somebody that went there. This is him telling you that he was the one that went there with others. And him throw some other name in it, like black man name. And you know them sinking black man right now, right? Reference multiple visits by himself and the alleged leader of the gang, Andre Blackman Bryan, to the St. Andrew studio of dancehall artist Octane. Real name, Bayomi Muir. Now, according to the witness, who resumed his testimony in the trial involving 33 accused members of the criminal outfit, while at the studio, he said that Octane would be recording music. That's not so bad. He was doing what he does professionally. He's a musician. He did a record music. Okay. And so them are going to look on it. Right now, they are looking to connect people. Right? So this would make it seem like on several occasions, you know, we'll be at the studio, chill out and kick it with Octane. Yeah, man, our boy that, our people that. That's not so bad. You get a good lawyer, your lawyer will step up and say, okay, he's at his place of business studio. He might record music, just like the witness said. What else do they have to say about my client? That's it. Okay, Your Honor, we have no business here. My client didn't commit no crime, all that. So Octane can like slide out of this easy. See? Octane can slide out of that one day easy, but then comes Vybz Kartel part. I said, blood. A blood clot. Do you want to say still, but me say bomber clot. See there? A main prosecution witness has alleged that the incarcerated dancehall entertainer Vybz Kartel had prompted the Andre Blackman Bryan-led faction of the Klansman gang to carry out 3 hits, including one on a fellow entertainer. People, I don't know what Kartel situation is right now, right? Privy Council is where his stuff is at. He's appealing a life sentence. You know, so Kartel would have to serve 35 years before even going to the parole board to be considered for parole. A lot of people are misinformed and think, well, the worst come to worst, them will give him 35 and that is his sentence. No, look at him sentence good. It's 35 before going to parole board. That means that's before them can't even consider to let you out, you know? So the witness says, this is where it gets sticky. The witness says Kartel ordered resulted in 2 people being murdered in Waterford, in Portmore. According to the witness, an attempt was made on the life of the entertainer, but that attempt failed. Everybody has scratched them head now. Some people are saying a black rhino, you know. Other people are saying popcorn, you know. Because who them say? Sir P did tell we so, and all these things. Them attack. We're all guessing. They haven't said what entertainer it was as yet. The witness delivered the bombshell revelation during his testimony in the Wandon Klansman anti-gang trial in the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston today. When asked who ordered the hits, the judge said, who ordered the hits? The witness told the court that these instructions were given to me by Vybz Kartel over the phone. Plain like that. Bomba clot. Now here what? I see a lot of hateful comments under there. You understand that Kartel has a lot of haters and he has a lot of supporters as well. I see somebody say, my back broad, my chest broad and my back trunk. So come on now, Gaza Nation, jump on me because I have time this evening. I'm ready for you. I see someone else say, yes, I'm in the Fitan. What I don't get is, who is this witness, right? Apparently this witness is somebody who had committed multiple murders. This witness turned state evidence in an agreement, a plea deal. Same I go tell upon some people for less than time. So is there a motive there to lie? Live on the air with SouFLo. Welcome. My dad, my lord, welcome. Yeah, man, you have to talk up loud and clear still because we're live on the air, you know, and if you have to say something, I want the people to hear what you say.
Yeah, man. Yeah, hear me?
No, man, I not hear you good.
Yeah, you hear me better now?
Be hearing you better now. All right. So what you feel about this whole thing here?
It's no system.
All right, your phone now work right, Papa. You break up.
Hold on there. Yeah, you hear me now?
I hear you loud and clear now.
Yeah, I'm over there for the work. So what we just I show you, say, I see him little trick the system I use, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it? I say, and they get smart, you know, because them already peaked the time, you know, and they know that technology has come so far advanced where people know how we are going to depend on the news to give them anything. They know just rest on the social media. See? So them call out a puppet. When name CCP. And CCP that tell their ongoing investigation. So it be just like them have this thing from they're online with the Simpsons. And they tied the Simpsons in the prediction of what they had in their cartoons to know.
I make it seem like it was a real prediction and the
Right.
Simpsons know
You
what
see
was
what I
going
say?
on beforehand.
Yeah, man. It's funny how Cold Pasta get killed 9 days after he get catch.
Something that work around here.
Huh?
It says something in a something around here.
Of course, man, the people to stop the sheep and understand what take place in front of them. You see me I say?
But you know the people them
because right now.
Talk up.
Huh?
Talk up. You have the floor.
Right now, them all say, yeah, man, Sir P was right and all of them things, but may I watch the news? May I show you how serious this thing is? May I watch the news and there was a lady that then claimed saying the joke thing, yeah? And she have the paper, but the system she go through, them can't detect, so she take it. You see what I say? So she had problem where you know, draw the news attention and all of them things. And if this is 2021 and this drug thing where them are forced from people, if you go to the hospital and get the card and get the drug, them I know because there's something in it that detect that if you take it or not. See?
Okay.
And if
But yeah, what? And the joke we are talking about today, no brother. We are talking about we are going yes or no.
No, me just make a reference for if they make that fit this thing up, then you want to tell me say people can't find out who is that man behind the device?
But I know that them focus on. But I know that them focus on. That's not the focus right now. Nobody no care who behind the voice right now. Right now, people care about this accusation that just came down in the court of law by somebody who it looked like the court is trusting to tell them and the court is going to act. Because listen, you see if this man talk right now and all these names he's calling up, you see if they take his word as credible, they will have to act on his testimony. Them are going to call him a first-hand witness. You see me?
Them are going to, you know?
Yes, them are going to call him. That's why I said things get stickier now. Them are going to call him a first-hand witness, you know, because they're already putting trust in his accountability. What him has said is what they're going by. He's considered a credible evidence, a credible witness to them. You know, people snitch all the time. And you know, the prosecution use these snitches all the time to build them case and to use their words to convict people, especially if them say, I'm an eyewitness. Especially if him a tell upon himself and say a 3 murder we get called for do. We do 2 of them and was successful. That means the man will implicate himself in there. You know. We get 2 was successful and the 3rd one we miss. The one after the entertainer we miss. So it's different from a person where I tell a story and I say, yes, I heard so and so say. As for this man, I say, him. I was at Octane studio with Blackman. Me and him got there multiple times. He put himself there too, you know. So may I talk about what is going to be accepted in the court of law and how them are going to press forward with this. Because they can't just ignore him testimony after this.
That to me kind of shady because Octane just come out and burn a fire and all of a sudden now his name get called in and everything. See, if his name forget called tonight, only for DJ name forget called because just as though we're Jamaican, you know, bad man out our studio, they want their name be heard over it. So just as how they go into the studio, a music thing.
But they're not going to buy that proper. They're not going to buy that. You know what they must say? He's one of the artists that is linked to criminal activities or known criminals. Because you know the talk been around for the longest. The majority of them dancehall artists here are linked to the underworld. Them know who a kill what, them know who a bad man a road, them know who is doing what, them gun come from, so on. So this has been the talk for the longest. Dance all full up a gun.
But so is the politician then.
That is what I was saying. Me I say, hear this now. I say all the names this man I go call, right? I bet him don't call not one politician name.
I bet I call them because guess what? Just as how they put out the video with the pastor. As soon as the pastor talk about politics, then cut it.
Mm-hmm.
You see me, I say, if you watch the video, as soon as the man said politics, then cut the video. So we all know them game where they are playing up, but the focus is supposed to be for where this man I say, if it be for the millions of dollars we are missing every year. And no accountability. Nobody can come forth and say, boy, you know, so Mr. Tom Brown signed up for the money last week. You see me?
Them can't call up no big man name from because big man move different from them. You understand? The people that will really, really control and run the thing, who don't get touched or seen. Them knows that them they are the real people for fear. You know this thing already, right? It have different tiers to it. See?
That's why I tell the people them say, we don't know what behind closed doors.
Mm-hmm.
You see, well, go and bless up yourself still. There, go and listen to see you.
All right, brother. Big up yourself and thank you.
All right.
Yeah, so here what I say. This is what I'm saying, right? This person right now, okay, for instance, there's a murder, a murder. I don't know if y'all are familiar with the man who just get killed in New York. If you watch the movie, what the movie name again? The movie with Cameron. Cameron played him, Alpo. So Alpo, right? Big drug dealer back in the days, linked up with a dude named Richard Porter. May I give you a quick example? Watch this. Linked up with Richard Porter. End of the day, this man ended up murdering 14 people. 14 people in murder, I know. And one time them hold him, when he got arrested, here's what he did. Him testify against everybody when work with, everybody in an organization, and his organization was big. The man testified against every single person, send them to prison. Not only that, he killed even his best friend or his really good friend at the time over some small stuff. Even kidnapped the man little nephew, cut off him finger, send the finger to the family, just trying to get information about which part the drugs there, you know. So a little picnic get murdered and this too. It was all that. This brother, for his exchange of all the stuff he was going to tell the prosecution, they ended up giving him 30 years in prison. 30 years for 14 bodies. 14 bodies that he confessed to. Here's the kicker. Him doing time. Time run off. Him come out of prison. He was walking around, even though he was in the witness protection program, he was walking around back in Harlem, even though he should have been in Maine. Them give him one new name, them put him under witness protection, them give him a vehicle with a temporary tag from Texas on it, even though a Maine him live, all kind of something. People still find him. They still found him. They found him in Harlem at a party where he had on a mask. And if you see the mask, I want a Louis Vuitton mask, right? Leather mask, cover up everything, even the back of the head, the shape of your head, ears, cover up everything in there. And people find him and them wet him up. The man killed all these people and come back and road and act like it was okay. Him snitch on a whole heap of people and break down other people money and organization, come back acting like it was okay. But what I'm trying to show you is this, that they used his words to convict a whole bunch of people, because that's how the system works. When the system say, okay, we want them here, you see, from somebody willing to talk and say certain things, they're going to use that. This is what they're doing to that brother right now. Whoever that snitch is, or that person who is telling that rat, whoever you want to call him, whoever he is, right now he's trying to save himself. Like how Alpo did try to save himself. Nobody wants to go down for 14 murders. You heavy in the streets, right? You dash for people and don't care, right? You're known as the live wire. You're known as the boogeyman. That's what they actually call Alpo back in the day, the boogeyman. Because when time your name get called to him, You missing 14 people. This brother, if you can go on YouTube and look, him just get killed day before yesterday, but you can go on YouTube and look at his videos. After he came out of prison, people started paying him for interviews. So when did I do? He was driving around and he would drive you to the spot. And he would say, yeah, I picked him up right here on Elm Street. All right, go this way. So we drove down this way. And when I got right here, I asked him a question. I just wanted to know where the dope was at. And he didn't want to tell me. So I gave my man the nod and he hit him twice. Bop, bop. And I just seen him slumped over. And then the man get to the detail of how he murdered every single body where he murdered, you know. Can't do him time already. After I make him deal, come out of prison, and now he's making money bragging about who he killed and explaining to everybody exactly how he's going to killing them. All right, they caught him. But his words, he was not seen as somebody who was not worth believing. That's the dangerous part. Here you have a man who murdered 14 people, and the state still looked at him as a credible witness. His words were good enough to put away a whole bunch of other people and tear down a whole bunch of different organizations and something. So, I'm telling you, right now, say, the person here who is talking, the system is using him as a credible evidence, a credible witness in their book. It no matter what we say. It no matter what we say. The system is using him as a credible witness. And that's how they're going to approach it. I don't know how Kartel are going to wiggle out of this. I don't know what lawyer he's. I hope him if they decide to press forward with this, which they make, I can't see why they wouldn't, because they want to steal the coffin a long time, you know. You know, you know what? Let me say something. When Vybz Kartel did that interview with Fox 5, I actually said it. I said he's not coming out. I'm not saying he's not coming out. My intentions were to say them are gonna try bury him in there. Because remember, you know, you see after the Fox 5 news thing, big investigation going by multiple different agencies. That means that interview was not okayed by all the top people. They never want the US in a them business like that. Describe to us what inside of that prison is like and all these things. And Kartel has said this is inhumane conditions. I know there are criminals in here and they're supposed to be punished and all that, but this right here is, you know, and you know how the US they already all prisoners get rights. So prisoners can call for inhumane conditions. That was one of the reasons why Jamaica actually gave up the death penalty, is because their allies said, hey, it's inhumane. We're going to give it up and we're phasing it out. And, you know, you're part of this team, so you have to do away with that too. And all when time murder, kill we are Jamaica. And people are saying, bring back the death penalty because them boy are not scared. Them are murder up everybody. You don't you see it? It's not coming back. It's not because it's Jamaica decision, you know? So that's how we deal with this. It's not because the Jamaica decision why the death penalty is not in Jamaica. It's because of their allies' decision. Jamaica can't step up and say, we want the death penalty here and we're going to start broke neck again. We have to say we're serious in order for this number over 1,000 people being murdered every single year. That we need this number to go down. And this is our deterrent. They can't say that. They have to go and do them so and them so and them lick a bit over so and whatever them can do to try patch up the thing. Like putting band-aid over gunshot wounds. Police pay a witness to testify at court all the time. And you are absolutely right, Frank White. My thing is this. The people there who just take word of mouth, no evidence needed, no nothing, just a man come and say, Kartel tell me if we gonna murder 3 people. We kill 2. We miss 1. And everybody run with that. Ross Clark him now, come out now. See it now, all the truth is coming out now. It's just like somebody do a video upon me, right? SouFLoTV exposed. That's what the headline said, SouFLoTV exposed. Somebody send it, come give me some, I go over there and I look on the video. And I have to say to myself, say, them people here are not too intelligent. I mean, I'm not saying I'm the brightest of the brightest, but when you expose somebody, you see, the only way to expose somebody is through truth. When you can come with receipts and talk facts that is irrefutable, that is how you expose somebody. I go look on the video and I was wondering, I mean, never thought about, because none of that never happened in my life yet. But there's a host of people under the comment section of these videos. Yes, I go over there, go listen to him already. Boy, chat too much. I don't know something about him, my spirit just not take him. I know said that you that it stays from a long time, you know. You should read the comments. All about me, you know. I mean, I tell you, say, I lie, then make up and tell, and use the word exposed. And to see how many of our people, I lose faith in the Jamaican people long time. For you see one big idiot, the man there, Kevin Smith, can go to Jamaica and rise to prominence like he did, and even lead some of them to the point where them start telling about, yes, Almighty God, you are God. Kneel down in front time, make him bust them throat and all that. After that, me lose faith in them. Me said, it's like the people lost. Anything that goes on social media is facts for them. You know? Anything that goes on social media is facts for them. No proof needed, no investigation into anything needed. Them not even will left it and say, rotted, this looks sticky now. This and left it there up. No, it's facts. The truth will come out. The truth will come out. What is done in the dark must come to light. Like, and the next saying what them have to say. Yes, SouFLo, a lie, man. The man expose you for real. If it not go so, it close to go so. I have to just shake my head and laugh, you know? I have to just shake my head and laugh. Cherokee says you're such a fan. Call it whatever you want to. I never made no mistake and no qualms about it when I said that I'm a huge fan of Vybz Kartel as an artist and as a businessman and entrepreneur. I've never made any mistake about that, and I've never minced my words in saying that. Who better than Vybz Kartel in a dancehall? Who has a track record like him? Who has dominated like him? Who has a work ethic like him? Or who everybody oversees a pre? Right now, if them forget a feature from a dancehall artist, is him them want. I'm talking about the big names. See? So, what wrong with that? I grew up in the era of the Vybz Kartel rising to prominence and dominating dancehall music. I'm supposed to hide that? I'm supposed to hide that? That's not going to make me stop being a fan. Me not hear saying rape off no little picnic. It's not going to make me stop being a fan. It's not an R. Kelly situation, this. Yeah? So, and I know, I'm not a foreigner, I know people. I'm not a foreigner. I'm not a foreigner. I know how Jamaica run. Just like how the rest of you who are real Jamaican, born in that dirty day and raised there, so your neighbor chin cut there, you grew up under that regime that you know how the place run. Tommy Lee Sparta, gone. Everybody still has said Tommy Lee will be out in 4 years or 5 years or how much of a years them game. And they keep forgetting that them whole Tommy Lee with one gun in him waist according to what was released to the public and what is in the police paperwork. Now, if I'm to believe that, yes, they hold him with the gun, take it out of your waistband, it gets no worse than that. Rotted, bomber clot, it got worse, right? Them take the gun, carry it go forensics, ballistic testing proves that suddenly this gun that Tommy Lee having a film waistband is the same gun that killed 2 high-profile people. We're talking about the kingdom of the British link-up crew. One British and Father Fall. In a Tommy Lee waist. So him have this gun here now with 2 high-profile body pan it a walk around. Just a drive around at night. Walk around when you know Sarati up on the road. And you know that they have eyes on you. And I'm just supposed to just believe that just so? Either me have to believe said that you that was just dumber and dumbest of all, or something in a something. Even if I don't know the details of who want what gone and who do what, me still know say something in a something. It no look right. You know, look right and it don't make sense. It's not adding up. All right? Maybe, sir, that letter is the police that took the phone for him too. Yo, your storytelling is an A1. Boy, listen up. This doesn't look pretty, but we already know what the agenda is. The agenda is, listen to me, good. The agenda is to keep Vybz Kartel where he is at. So no put it past nobody. No put it past nobody. You know, it's funny to me how the same people who one day them will say, yes, the system is corrupted, or for them favorite artists, the system is corrupted and dirty police and everything. But when somebody with them want to see sink, suddenly the system is credible. Suddenly police is doing good work. Suddenly them no make mistake and everything is right and them a tell the truth now. Ask them which part the policeman there that took that phone from the evidence room. This me have to laugh because anybody would sense. Ask them where's the police that took the phone from the evidence room, carry the phone, go my yard, keep the phone for how much? What, 2 days? Bring the phone back 2 days or next day, whatever. Use the phone, bring the phone back, put it back in the evidence room, and the judge still accept it into the court as the key piece of evidence. And you don't have enough intelligence to say, okay, whether I'm guilty or not, that right there is tampering. They tampered with the evidence. Once the evidence is tampered with, the evidence can no longer be considered credible. That's how it works. I know me make up them something there. That's how it works. But to see them sink him anyway, right? 35 to life or 35 before parole. Because they want him where they want him at. All right, it look like him appeal, look like it's going to push through because that piece of credible evidence right there. On top of that, let's not forget, they flew in outside experts. New evidence says that that thing was definitely tampered with, and not only that, them add them own things into it, and it was proven. This is what they're taking to the Privy Council. Nothing but them start look and say, we have to seal up the casket now. Can't make him walk. We have to seal this up. Or at least paint a bad picture right now. Y'all don't notice that every time Kartel something come up for appeal or it's time to go to court, something new pop up on the scene about him. 10 years the man in a prison for, and this information never come forward till now, when his case is sitting at Privy Council fighting a life sentence, and it looks like that life sentence is about to be overturned. It don't make no sense to you? It don't even make you say, It don't? Well, if it don't, then you're the one who is probably too invested emotionally and not looking at law. Law me I look on. We're looking at circumstances surrounding, but we're looking on law. Talk to me. Talk to me. The goal is to keep him where he is at. That's the goal. But this a piece of evidence here, or so-called evidence. This a piece of sitting here. The witness says that Kartel's order resulted in 2 people being murdered in Waterford in Portmore. Him turn up and tell them so, you know, in the court of law, you know. And him never excuse himself from it neither. Him never say, yeah, the man would do it still, him drop out, or the man would do it was him over there. So no, him say, me. You know me, I tell you, right? That's all, me. Me talk to him on the phone and him give me the orders on the phone. That is what it says right here in print. That is damning. That is very damning. Very damning. Dania Mackenzie, Kartel guilty, yes, according to the court. But we too are guilty most time. Kartel is not the only sinner. He needed mercy. God, please have mercy on the teacher. Why? That they haven't proven to me that he was guilty. Me want them to prove to me that he's guilty. See, I have no dog in this fight. If you can legally prove to me that this person is guilty with irrefutable evidence, then I'd back off and say, hey, them catch you, brother. See that? Them catch you. I love your music. Yeah? You're still an artist, but you have to go rub your time because them catch you. I have no problem doing that, but I'm telling you that it was never proven. It was never proven. In cartel court case, them say the youth will get killed, get beat with a pickaxe, and get dismembered inside of that house on Havendale. Why them tear down the house? Why them tear down the house? Why they did not give his legal team the right? This is stuff that is supposed to be, and again, this is in Jamaica's constitution. Listen to me. If you are tried in Jamaica, accused and tried for a crime, all the evidence that is going to be used against you by prosecution has to be turned over to your legal team as the person who is being accused, so that your team can look upon it, know what's coming their way, and build a proper case in your defense. Them fight them for the longest just to get outside independent people in to test that phone, just to get outside independent people in to do some forensic work on that residence where them say man get dismembered and beat with pickaxe stick, and blood should be everywhere then. Blood should be everywhere. Even if them did clean up good, bleach down everything, technology would have brought some form of evidence about. Them just smash down the whole house, rubble it, and dash it away. And they knew he was going to appeal. So if they believe that that's where the murder took place, as it was described in the court, leave the house. You know the man are going to appeal the thing. Left the house. Let an independent team come in there and find what them find, or don't find what they find. You know why they mashed down the house? Because nothing ever got up in the house. And they knew that an independent team would have came in and would have said, well, we found nothing. We found nothing. No, not a scratch of what you said. There is no DNA evidence here anywhere. We rip up the carpet. We look in between the cracks of the tile. We look, because that's how they do, right? With them special lights and all these other things. I watched the crime story, them real life crime story, and I've seen where murder committed in a house and them wash down the house with bleach and everything, scrub out everything. And 5 years later, a forensic team going there and one little piece of dry blood, scratch it up. And they were able to get that blood to liquefy again with some kind of chemical, put it under them tests, and that blood placed the victim in that person's house. Now the person have to go explain, well, this person's blood is in your house. We had the theory that this is where they were murdered and you're the person that did it. Now we found their blood here. So how do you explain that? Most of the time, people just go on and confess. See? Most of the time, people just go on and confess because now they got me. They never allowed them that chance to do that. Them bulldoze the house, creep off the land, and talk about the neighbors who are complaining that it's a nuisance and all this. You see me? So we deal with that. You can call me anything you want to call me, brother. Fanboy or whatever you want to say. Someone want to say all kind of something else. None of that don't mean nothing to me. I don't go around calling people names. I reason with people intelligently. And if you can hang with that, some intelligent reasoning, then that's much appreciated. But the name calling thing, we're not 12-year-old no more. Not even a 12-year-old mean about do them something. We're not 7 and 8 anymore on the playground. And yeah, Batman, move on, boy. Yeah, we're not doing that. So I can't hold the name calling. See? Because they mean nothing. Let's have grown people conversation. Let's talk realistically. If you don't agree with something or you say SouFLo foolishness that, then say it. Call in. The phone is up. The number is live. It's a free call on WhatsApp. Call in and voice your opinion. I don't want everybody who listen to this or watch this agree with me on everything. If you don't agree, don't be a little biatch and be in the friggin' comment section like this. You know, when y'all cock up in them bed, fanboy. Just call and talk, and refute what I said. I dare you to. Call and talk and refute what I said if you don't agree. Now, that's how grown people relate to me. Not true? Are you afraid? You're afraid? What's the number? The number is 1-806-587-8953. The number is also on the icon that I made for this video because I wanted people to call in. I want people to call in that don't agree. I want people to call in when live round at them place, the back in them time there. We can't say so from tell you a thing. Because some people call me. Now we are gonna talk. Live on the air with SouFLo. What's up?
Hey, what's on SouFLo? Damien Reed.
What going fam?
What's on, yo?
But there, you know, this they are dealing.
Yo, facts you talk, man. That's all I come talk to tell you. Facts.
All right, fam. You see?
Straight facts you talking, brother. Yeah.
All right.
It's like, let me coffee tell you that, man. I'm not getting into a lot of things, you know what I mean? So, but, yo, man, what's the time? You know, you're going good, you know what I'm saying?
Big up yourself.
Big up yourself on your family, yo.
Cool. All right, fam. Manners.
Yeah, blessed.
Just like him, call in and say something. Yeah? Most artists are criminal and cap. No cap. I don't know that because I don't know most artists. I know that dancehall music, I get to people something. You saying most artists are criminal is like me saying most white people are racist. It's like me saying most black people are ghetto dwellers, underachievers, them run well left them, picnic them, and don't mind them, and most black men this and most. We don't do them generalization there. I don't know most artists. I know dancehall. Live on the air with SouFLo.
Yo, so.
Rotten. Live on the air with SouFLo.
You hearing me loud and clear?
Hearing you loud and clear. I just cut somebody else off by accident for you, but go on.
Yes, and maybe I will want to that the person did it. But for me, Kartel is guilty with the first killings. That's what the killings went in prison for. He's guilty. And the reason why I said he's guilty, there's a evidence show it may not be sufficient and they planted some, but I saw where he's guilty. And I'm going to do a comparison.
Where did you see where he's guilty?
I'm not going to talk about the evidence in the poll, but from the there's forensic science wasn't there to show things and all of that, the evidence. But Kartel is no saint. You know, it's from the devil era.
I am no saint. I am no saint, and you are no saint.
You are no saint. Yeah, I'm no saint either, but you know, and he's coming down this long time. Remember when he put his stick in the girl's mouth and he made sure put it publicly? You know it was going on with a lot of stuff.
That's what that have to do with murder. Enough girl in Jamaica put a dick in their mouth, and no, not pardon my language, right? But hear this. After Lisa Hype did Hyper did that with Kartel and make sure it go public or whatever, we could call it a publicity stunt. We can call it whatever we call it. At the end of the day, she kind of pioneered the thing because after that, every man want a Lisa Hyper and them ask them girl for that. And now the women in Jamaica, before them used to hide and suck, or used to be like, no, we don't do that and then thing there. Now everybody attack. You see Dovey Magnum and them when she went on the show with Charlemagne the God and Lisa, Angela Yee and all them, they asked her, you sucked it? You hear what she said? No, me nyam it.
All right, yes. But listen to what I'm saying to you. Do you realize with all the Kartel followers, then I will tell you, Black Rhino, Popcorn, and Lisa, do you realize all of them stay out of the if a Kartel, even if a Kartel beat them up, and you when you see Black Rhino on TV, you remember Black Rhino, you could have been scared and I hide. Yeah, me look scared. You know, oh God, I was like, I'm feeling so in fear for his own life. I'm not in a them group. I'm not want in a them group. But let me go back to my comparison.
For Rhino,
Kartel, yes.
For Ryan, remember, you know, when Rhino left, Rhino never afraid, you know, Rhino put out a song right away. But me left. And he said, go lick your picnic, your picnic. No boy can come upon the wings with this, man.
You know, but you ain't listen to, but they're not going to come forward and say everything. So that is it. Let me just say, I don't hate the man. I may hate his, should I say his personality or maybe his attitude or whatever you want to call
You
it.
not the broke out in the dance type of girl. You not the bust it wide open. No, you know, yeah.
No. So let me just tell you that, but that don't think that me not follow everything that goes on the scene in Jamaica. Me try to keep abreast of everything that is going on. Can me just done what me apostle preach and have to listen what you that maybe me to tell you. So me try to keep abreast of everything because we don't want nobody to tell me nothing. And listen to me. I want to tell you this. YouTubers are a better information. I'm not talking about who not giving facts. They can make use them and make sense out of nonsense and what goes on. So whether they know stuff fluent in their words, you know, few big words and something, but it's just what you comes across with, how related it is and how sensible it sounds. But already not sound sensible, may pick sense out of the nonsense. Just like how we do on the later TV news, TVJ and CBN. All right, let me get back to my point. The reason why I want to do the comparison, yes, the frame Carter with some of the evidence, I'm going to tell you that. So nothing to me about that to me apart. I'm not going to tell you this now. Whom you want compare him with is O.J. Simpson. You remember O.J. Simpson evidence wasn't sufficient, so what they did, they planted it and his people never have money. Remember, say, he executed long time. Because remember, saying they come back on construct because the expert shows you when Jorge got the cut, how he's leaving the crime scene, how the blood shook drip and all of that. Crime scene station, our live fancy. So the HL and the forensic science show you how them crack case down at 30 years back. So we know where that happened in a touch. So look here, we love your platform, we love where you're doing across, but it's not everything I'm in agreement with you.
No doubt, no doubt. Manners and respect same way though.
Manners and respect same way. I can't say about that. When they say this part when I come through, no. Yes, there will be a plot because just like everything where go on in the whole world now, when we look on it, yes, they want to sink him and all of that. So maybe you put your 50-50 right about now. So me not let him go free neither because him and him no injured, no snake, not him bad boy.
All right.
Kapani Bass Ninja, yes. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you. Thank you. She say our piece. She say our piece. Hear me now? You notice she never said why she think him guilty though, right? Anybody may ask, why you think him guilty? You talk about the facts and evidence in court, right? And how the case was presented. Why you think him guilty? Out of all that was laid out, just pick out with the one and the two. They never do. Live on the air with SouFLo.
SouFLo, I can't believe you have
Fam, my apologies.
Yo, you can hear me?
Yes, me answer the phone, you know, and as the next call come, me don't know, me just slide it and cut off your call. Me sorry.
So, SouFLo.
Yes.
So, today, the topic is about Cartel. So,
the topic
is about your back on the Cartel case.
The topic is about what?
The topic is about Octane and Klansman trial. How you reach back on the Cartel case?
Look at my icon, my brother, and look at the title of the video. The topic is about Vybz Kartel and this article right here, where the person testified in court today that Vybz Kartel ordered 3 murders and he committed 2 of them and they missed the 3rd person who was an entertainer. Also, witness testified today as well that himself and Black Man, who is on trial at the moment, they might try sync as well, which they will. They used to go to the studio where Octane have him studio and they hang out there. Right. So the little way him say about Octane, we breeze past that already because the bigger topic is ordering 3 murders, 2 of which they did carry out. That's a serious accusation. You see?
So murder 3 with support.
Now you have break up. Now you have break up. Fix up the phone. Come on while you talk.
You can hear me?
Yes. Now I can hear you clearly.
You remember the 3 women that dropped out in 2019? Now what for it?
No, brother. Woman drop out every day at Jamaica. I can't keep up. I can't say I do specifically. You there? I'm gone. Hello? Hello? I saw. All right, well, hopefully him call back. But live on the air with SouFLo.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, good evening. Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, so the device that you are watching us on or listening us on, turn that device down and then speak up in your phone.
Right, yes, all right.
Loud and clear.
All right, excellent. Good.
Nobody phone not clear this evening.
Yeah, you're terrible.
Yeah, man. Yes.
You can hear better?
Yes, we can hear now.
All right. Yeah, man, I'm good to hear you, man. Yeah, watch your show.
Yeah, manners and respect, fam. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, man. Yeah, I'm girl. I watch the book about it. I can't believe that my people never listen to that kind of drama. It's great.
So, what is your take on this?
Well, I just drama, man. We don't go up with this kind of thing, you know. Every week, something different and something way out of the normal. Like, how is this helping our country to be better? I follow bad man and I kill off everybody and I follow cult. That the cult foolishness, then boy, it could be people to care.
You, brother, you know, depend on the topic, you know. Because we're not talk cult today, you know. We're talk cartel.
No, we're not talking that today.
We're talk cartel and Octane. If you want to go into the Octane part, that's cool. But that's the topic today.
Where we can't say not too bad about this on night content, but we love the music still.
Yeah, loving music.
Even though it's bad.
Even though it's bad. Cartel don't make no mistake. Him don't make no mistake. The man say I'm a bad slave. So him, you know, and a bad man thing I am thing, but I'm talking about what them can prove. And I'm talking about, you know, how all this stuff is just not adding up.
Right, and it's never got because the people in town that don't want it to come out and jail, they're not gonna find nothing to help him. Anything them said I'm going is to keep him in the land. But that hold out about it. But the music same way and make the money.
All right, so you said no matter what them do, I'm still gonna making music and making money.
Exactly.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that they're going to use this testimony that was given today, that they're going to use it and that is going to be effective in keeping him behind bars?
Could be, you know. It could go that direction. But anything possible to the contrary, don't they?
All right. All right, brother. Well, free up the line and make some more people call in. See?
See how it play out.
Yeah, that's all we have to do. So let me take our next call here.
Yes, man. Yes. All right.
All right, brother.
All right. Bless up.
Bless up. Hello, live on the air with SouFLo.
Oh, hey, what's up?
What's going on, man?
So just, I want to keep it brief, get a couple of things out of the way. In my opinion, Cartel is in jail, prison, whatever you want to call it, because of the influence that he wielded on Jamaican society, right? Did Cartel kill Lizard? Maybe. I don't know. Was there sufficient enough evidence for him to be in prison for life or 35 years? I don't think so. In regards to what came out in the testimony, and if that's going to keep Cartel in prison, like, I don't think so, because that's a whole different another case. You know what I mean? What he's in prison for is killing Lizard. Regardless of if he's involved in any other thing, y'all gonna have to try him on the other things. That's not what he's convicted of. That's not what he's appealing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's like, so one last thing, because I'm keeping it brief, and then I cut.
All right.
People in Jamaica have this thing where because somebody else did something and gets away with it per se, when somebody else do it and get catch, then be like, no man, such and such did it and they got away, so this person like to get away or whatever. So what me I gonna say is, just like how the charges against Cartel trumped up, you understand, I wouldn't want to be in a position where me innocent and somebody build evidence against me. You understand? And in this situation, that's exactly what happened.
Exactly.
So keep up the thing. Now, you know.
All right, brother. Manners and respect here.
All
right. All right, watch this. Somebody said, SouFlo, how you know nothing happened at the house? I'm going to answer that. Live on the air with SouFlo.
Hi, SouFlo. I love the work that you're doing.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Honestly, I feel like most of the Jamaican artists, they must just stick with themselves like how the gully just stick with themselves.
Alkaline too, right?
Yeah, because, you know what I mean, it can go both ways. Either somebody have it on film, or either really do it. But honestly, as I said, it never come out.
You don't think it might come out?
No, them done having where they want. There's a pile of more things, on top of things, to just keep him right there.
Sure.
It not coming. But honestly, just on the bright side, if still make music and make money, so still win a day.
No.
Big up yourself,
Big up yourself here. All right. Ja. Listen, let me turn this down for a second. Whoever is calling, give me a minute. I have to answer a question here. SouFlo, how do you know nothing happened at the house? All right. I'm a spectator. I'm a person on the outside looking in. How do I know nothing happened at the house? Has nothing to do with nothing. The people who claim that something happened at the house are the people who need to prove that what they claim happened at the house happened at the house. Them never prove that. You see how that work? You see how that work? All right. So they didn't prove it. I know if me know how me know say nothing never happened at the house. I wish they had left the house. I wish they had let an outside party of forensic team come in and do the proper forensic work and then tell them what they found. I know how me know nothing never happened at the house. None of we don't know. I'm looking for hardcore evidence. Right? Live on the air with SouFlo.
Yes, sir.
Yes, fam.
Yes, Mr.
Talk up now.
Yeah, man. The believer.
Brother, we can't hear you.
Yeah.
Nah, why everybody are calling and we can't hear them? Like, I know people in chill mode right now, you know, done a half a bottle of wine already and 2 big splits and vibes.
We're not doing no wine. I am it.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yes, I am. Look,
it don't look good for the artist. You break up anyway, you know.
Yeah, it don't look good.
It don't look good. I agree. It don't look good. That's why I want my bumbuckler shirt because it's so it look. Right now, this is not pretty.
No, it don't look good there.
See it?
That is the thing I feel that. You know? It's like everything up and you see?
Yeah. Yeah.
But you have to fast still thing and take some.
All right, brother.
You understand?
Yes. All right. All right. Call ended. Yeah, somebody said SouFlo a long time. Me I tell us a cartel now come out here spend the rest of his life in there. Wow. Live on the air with SouFlo, what go on? Hello?
Yeah, follow never paying attention to your things going on. So I think that it's an interesting story. But a program I look on just a scroll of the internet live and just stop a little.
See it?
Then I watch some people post things. It paid me some time to read them. The one thing I want to say to you, say, that thing coming from Vybz Kartel thing, coming from the witness. One that some people come from Jamaica. That means some people, yeah, Jamaican just know, maybe some people just know time. But when you look on the thing and how crime developed in Jamaica at that time, organized crime. I wonder if this at the start of something to come, where some more man name of a car again. Say, really, they did see them thing around to that did I go on the song, that did I go on the song. Because now we understand, we say, well, I went to the whole of Kingston, Spanish Town, you name the whole place, Monkey will be right back to. We won't know what for people, more value, you know, the White House, you know, what for people. We don't have to stop the answers, but I wonder if this just a start or something better.
Hear what? May I say it like this again? One thing me know for sure, you see, them not call no big people name.
Well, I know.
No big people name not call.
Well, end up with going to do for 39 man panel. A long time. Yeah? All right, but we one man, that's it.
Talk up in while we break up, man. Yeah, good talk, but we can't hear you because I think I break up.
No, so in that we got Jamaica 39 man panel. And guess what? 1 month, them grab on and jail, you know. We're next 38 man there.
All right. See that? You remember when the policeman name, the police youth were.
I wonder if the football things are gonna dig up right now. I only found down. I only still there.
Yeah.
I want to warm up to find. Like work out this thing, but you know. The one day, so I want to do the year the female officer Julia get promoted to the rank, biggest rank ever in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
I think I will go. Next year is supposed to be superstar.
Yeah, something like that, me did say.
Yeah, because a girl, them come here, we say, I want to run some party for them. None of them people are there. But when I said, in terms of Jamaica security, we're crime in Jamaica, pass heads of security with them higher, let go. With some place for them put some army personnel. All the promotion you would stop. And then I said, oh, next year shall too.
Yeah, break up, brother. And the phone hot.
No, me I say, if next same shit, if the next same tattoo, as them say, and a promotion was run so fast and as a female. Now put that down, you know. Now put that down as a female. I wonder if it's a shake up.
Boy, I don't know enough. I can't anything I go on enough, but it's well go on look funny.
Remember, you have to check out there and say, go out there everything. And kick going foot. And little shield, police shield, then book, kick going foot. You think you clean up for there?
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
You ready to clean up, you know? Trust me. Sometimes it's share.
Yeah.
We live in America, it's share.
No doubt. True that. But you know, we want to get the right people them done. We don't want to dash everybody and pin stuff on people where, you know what I'm saying?
Well, me personally, I'm looking at you have the right people at Jamaica who can run different entities and make them successful. But some of them don't want to get on system because the corruption went out already. At that one. And it's like Jamaica people lack the interest of having a good life run by the government. They don't see about the government. Because the government of Jamaica since 1970, them fear Jamaican people. Every one of them feel about the care.
Yeah, well, now take our next call. All right, bro. Live on the air with SouFLo.
Yes, SouFLo. Night.
Good night.
Yeah.
Finally, I can hear somebody clear. What on?
Yeah, man, today I watch the program.
See. So how you feel about this thing now?
A couple of things, like Jamaicans are part of the same propaganda media.
Again?
Yeah, over and over.
Over and over.
For example, a specific channel where them are suggesting that they comment say, hey, this person they talk about this. That is actually what I call it, manipulation of the public for people to understand how media really manipulate the public. It's like when them say video evidence of Kartel killing somebody. That was manipulation because there was no video evidence of him killing someone.
Thank you.
Another thing is when you lay a story, it's like all the story now will come out is like the narrative is already out there. How this person supporting it to have so much information is up there. Where it come from. So it's just, I think Jamaicans don't realize how we are getting manipulated by media. Yeah? And then everybody will jump up, oh, this is the case, that is the case. We need evidence.
Evidence.
It's a court system.
Yes. Irrefutable evidence.
Exactly.
Facts.
You can't just say, oh, you know, say this person will this and then the public just run with it. That's not how the law works.
Exactly.
It shouldn't work that way. Yeah.
It shouldn't work that way.
And for the callers, they want to speak to American crime and the rate of crime. Understand how media works. Jamaican media focus on murder. The crime rate is not as ridiculous as we would like to make it seem. It's high, but it's not a thing where, oh, people are dropped right, left, and center. It's not.
You did
not what the media focus on.
You did not go on good enough, fam. You did not go on good.
Yeah, I will probably disagree on certain things, but can I explain this to you? Let me explain that. In America, it's easier to focus on politics and trivial things because the population is so big. In Jamaica, it's not much to focus on to make news. So how we focus on crime, how we push fear. That is what controls a population like Jamaica, religion and fear.
Okay, I get that. But the bodies that are being buried, the number is real. So
yeah, exactly.
Right. So even if they focus on it or not focus on it, it's still happening. And
I agree.
And anywhere in the world where over 1,000 people dead in just 365 days from murder are something that is going to make anybody who have to go there or have to live there feel fearful.
Understand. But let me explain what I said further. You see, when you push the narrative of crime is the major thing in the news, it causes fear mongering. And that's how media selling Jamaica. You understand? That's the business of media in Jamaica.
Or maybe there is just so many murders going on that, because half of the murders that happen in Jamaica is not put in the media.
Switch from the actuality to the narrative. The narrative is Jamaica is a very violent place. If we realistically break it down, there's not violence in every area in Jamaica. But that is what the media make it seems like. That is what I'm saying.
All right, I get to what you're saying. I still not agree, but I get exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, but this cartel thing and this court thing, it's so obvious and we can't believe that people are false every time.
Every time, man. Every time. Like, it's, you know, me, I look upon it and I look like majority of these people really don't think for themselves. Them grab a little piece of this here, a little piece of that there. And I've said this before, we live in a time now where people pay attention just as much as, you know, when you scroll through Instagram, just to kill time, that's how people pay attention. It's like they're trying to talk to like 20 different people at once on 20 different topics. And they just scroll through like this. And then they have the nerve to say stuff like, we have proof and evidence. Don't you notice when people call and ask them, okay, back up that claim right there with some solid facts so I can agree with you, they can't do it. All right, we're not going to talk about that right now. We're going to talk about something else. Like,
keep on jumping the story.
Right.
Because you see, we at the age now, people like to say they know without providing facts.
That's what time it is, man. That's what time it is.
Yeah. This one person come on YouTube and start spread propaganda and everybody's falling like sheep. And then I realize that the manipulation that he's using is basic. Like if you disagree with him, oh, you are idiot, you are stupid, you are simple.
Right.
It's obvious. Formal education is not true education, you know, because being formally educated and not understanding how to use education will have you looking like a fool. Which is what he's doing. You might be well spoken and can put your words together and articulate yourself, but that just simply means that you're a good communicator.
Facts.
That's it.
Facts. Thank you, fam.
All right, respect.
Yeah,
Joe, at the program, I'll still have support.
All right, manners and respect, yeah?
All
right. So yes, as I was saying, people not thinking for themselves. Live on the air with SouFLo.
Bless up, brother. Bless up.
Manners and respect, fam.
No, you know, I'm trying to call still Z.
Really? Well, let's see the line of Bonner. All right.
Here we are going now. We recap now what we really are talking about now.
All right, you want me to get a recap or you want to recap it?
Recap what we are talking about now.
All right.
Answer some questions.
All right, so this is what we are talking about right now. So, first of all, we started out with Octane. See, you know, it's a big trial going on in Jamaica. Black man from Clans is on trial, and people turn state evidence or state witness, and they're testifying against him and telling things that they work with him personally, allegedly, and did personally, allegedly. These people are doing this to lessen their prison time. They might throw him under the bus. In the process of doing that, other names are coming out. So today in court, one witness testified said the second ex-member of the St. Catherine-based Klansman gang turned state informant on Tuesday morning referenced multiple visits by himself and the alleged leader of the gang, which is Andre Blackman Brian, to the St. Andrews Studio dancehall, to the St. Andrews Studio where dancehall artist Octane, real name Bayomi Muir, does his music at. So in other words, I'm gonna tell the court, say, yeah, we hang out with Octane all the time. You there?
Yeah. Yeah. May I hear you?
Yeah, I say we hang out with Octane all the time. So Octane name is now implicated in this, but he didn't say Octane did anything wrong. Him say while they would hang out in the studio, Octane would be making music. Now when it comes to Vybz Kartel, man testified today, say Kartel told him personally to murder 3 people. They took care of 2 of them. 2 of them dead. The 3rd one is an entertainer, and the entertainer got away when they tried it.
So is it the question now, yeah? The question now is the justice system. And the justice system, or the injustice system, I can call it right now, yeah?
Same.
Because what am I going to do now? Them are going to allow that testimony there, you know?
That may I tell you, that's what I said before. You never tuned in earlier.
Yeah, man, may I listen, man.
Then that may I say
no. Them are going to allow that testimony there, you know, because the question is not who name the man called, you know. The question is how the law work, you know. And the law I go slip down the brother at the time to sing some man who don't want to sing. And that is just the full service, isn't it? Yeah, because anybody who know the law now, him call up 2 entertainer name. As you say, Octane, I don't know big thing that.
Right.
Then they are studio. But when him call Kartel name now, that is a very implicating statement where I make.
Right.
Very implicating.
And they can't do nothing with that information.
We don't know how them are going to slip out at that now, because them have to go take that and follow that up.
That's what me I say for. That's exactly what me I said. People might have taken this lightly, you know, but them understand that that one ain't a light. Because of who it's coming from and how they are using him.
True. He can argue, you know. But this is just another a big kick to the justice system, you know, because justice system send out enough people, you know, and informer send out enough people, you know, and all these things, you know. So it come like Carter get another fight, we go fight now, you know, and John, you know, the one you're waiting. Waiting. You see me, I said, them are going to hold that word there and say, this man says, and implicate himself too, you know.
Exactly.
And later talk him and say, yo, this man says so, Simon says this, you know, him talk about himself.
Same thing I said earlier.
I don't know how we look from world boss from that one, you know. John no fam.
Well, all right. We have to stay here and watch it unfold, you know.
But you see, go and bless up yourself, said grace, you know.
Manners and respect,
go and do your works, you know.
All right.
You see.
One. Manners and respect.
Have bad things to say and all these things, you know. I know me can't hear them because you did that, you know. You did that, take the top talkings and all these things, you know. And I know nobody can say why the man guilty, you know.
Exactly. All right.
That is the point. Talk about the system and how the system run. And that I can tell some people. So allow some media to talk with them and talk, you know.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a.
That next day, brother. So
all
go
right.
and bless up yourself, you know. We are go and listen set time, you know.
All right.
Manners.
All right. So Johnny Cool. Shout out to Johnny Cool. Johnny Cool, thank you for that donation. Johnny Cool says, here from when the flag was on the wall was crooked, and I would tell you should fix it. LOL. Just want to say thanks for bringing awareness to Jamaica. Big up yourself, Johnny Cool, and I appreciate you greatly. Remember when the flag be crooked on the wall, them cuss me. Them time that them say I wasn't a Jamaican, I was a Trinidadian pretending to be a Jamaican and all kind of things. I did married to my cousin, my wife and my cousin, and you know, see how them look alike, a 2 first cousins are there with each other, nasty boy and all that. We went through all that on, and some of my people stay still, you know. Some big teardown artists, a lot of them are. They love the sensationalized stories Them love spread the rumor. Them love the rumor mill going. Them want more blood all the time. You know, you need the sensible topic on this thing. People are tuning into them thing that me do videos telling people how to invest and how to make money outside of the money you're making now. Diversify your portfolio. Have different streams of income. None of them now watch that blood clot. All them want to watch are who killed who today, who died today. And if you didn't do that story, then go to somebody else who did the story there. Because believe it or not, even the viewers are like bloodthirsty now. Them get them fixate and them want more. So anytime you switch topic from who dead, who kill who, or whatever, they're not even paying no mind no more. And that's a lot of them. A lot of them. You know, so big up to the sensible people them and the ones who tune in when the thing is more on a cerebral level than just we are talking waste argument. Right? But with the waste argument to, you know, to a certain degree still. See? All right, the exposing Octane right now as we speak on IG. There's an actual song of him calling black man name in it. That don't mean nothing. A long time man I call up man name in a song in Jamaica, you know. Just go back if you follow dancehall over the years, you know this. Just go back. So because me call up a man name, me call up Bulby, or me call up this, or me call up that, the name. These are people I probably don't even know. Just like enough of them youth here talk about the gun, do this, and the magazine, and the this and the that. If you put one gun in them hand, the same gun that they sing about, them select it wrong. Them probably them wouldn't know where to start with it. All them know is gun, hold it, point, and squeeze. So. But in a song, you would think is an expert can break it down, put it back together. You know, go up on YouTube, watch some videos, how to break this gun down, how to put it back together, watch somebody fire it, and in their mind, them fire it and put it in a song. And suddenly he's a gunman. And he's one of the most experienced gunmen if you listen to him sing them. I mean, if I talk about any artist, not just any artist we do. So to say that, oh, the whole of them are gunman, hear the song the way him sing, him do it, you know. The time when we moved away from our entertainers actually being allowed to tell stories about their upbringing, their environment they live in, mirror the environment. And that's what music was about. Mirror the environment. Besides the song them where, you know, a girl wind up themselves on something, when I go talk about reality tune, the entertainers aren't allowed to do that anymore because credibility. Oh, you can't sing about it if you're not doing it. So you really have a section of people out here that actually believes that these top tier entertainers take out them gun, bust off a boy head, then jump in a car, went to the studio, recorded it, and tomorrow he's going to do it again and then go back to write a next song about it. So he's a lunatic mad gunman running around just killing people and nobody can catch him. But he's making records about it. And everything him saying the song is true because of that him do. No longer can we separate entertainment or art from reality and that. If you sing about it, then that you do. Right? And we got to that place, and once we get to that place, there's where everything just frig up. Right? That's all. Right? That's all. So, Kartel innocence is the industry. How wicked them. Yo, listen to me, man. I'm not saying, listen what I say. If you call me and you tell me, say, I'm guilty, you know, me want you to tell me why. That's it. It's simple. I would hate for them to start making accusations about me. Somebody said just now, SouFLo, foreign you live, you don't know what going on in Jamaica. I bet money upon it. Say me circle Jamaica and go more places in Jamaica than you, and you live there. Me bet money upon it. The only way you don't is if you really, really run road. Me that all over that. And I'm in Jamaica multiple times out of the year. So I don't know what I talk about. But people think like because you get on a plane and fly go somewhere that you're no longer connected and you're disconnected and you don't know what's going on and all this stuff. So I guess I stay in foreign then and perfect my accent so I sound like a Jamaican and it's more credible and brother. Me a Jamaican, you a Jamaican. The only way you don't know how the place are run or been running the level of corruption in our system, in our judicial system, the level of corruption in our law enforcement system, the level of corruption. Okay, look who them find in a Kevin Smith church. But kill uno dead. Police not do them something there. All police are good police officers. May the Lord cover them with his blood, the blood of Jesus upon them. They go out there and do hard work and all these other things. And them in there watching man and bust people throat. While them are call him, you are God Almighty. And them same one get up and come out, come put on them uniform and conduct police business. But every time we prove this, on the act like, no, sir, that never happened. Back over here, so Kartel to go to prison. If he stay there for the rest of his life, I don't like how him bleach out him skin. I don't like how him tattoo up himself. I don't like how him talk about under gal. I don't like how him, all the things you don't like, but none of it equates to he is guilty of murder and these accusations that are being flung out against him. That's at the bottom line, and you can't get to it. I just want one call. Put me in my place with facts. Facts that we can all go look up. I don't want to hear about your personal feelings. See? Facts. Call me and put me in my place with facts. I'm here for it. I am here for it. Listen, man. The system is the way the system is. See? Because the masses of the people go along. They go along to get along. Them fight against it before, it never worked. Them decide, say, hey, we can't change nothing around here, so I just saw the thing set. Yeah? I was saying that, right? I just saw the thing set. And they go along to get along. We're not going like it's not a problem when time we tell the people in these communities that are volatile, y'all need to work with the police. Those are people that live overseas and haven't been back to Jamaica in a while. You hear me? I tell nobody about y'all need to work with the police in your community and tell upon this a person and make them get that. You hear me? I tell nobody that? No. And the reason I don't is because I know what it's like to be in one of those communities. I never born in a them community there, but I am associated. I know what it's like to be in those communities, and I know certain things are going on the ground. And you might go talk about you clean up your community and you them clean up. Because man in a man pocket, man connected to man, and the place run away. I don't need to spell it out for you. You know how that place go. You know how the place go. So we are dealing with reality. We're not dealing with the my feelings thing. We just hate him because he bleach out him skin. If they're prison, if dead in there. Like, wow. I went since we start give people life sentence for bleach out them skin. I don't know if him skin. Live on the air with SouFLo.
SouFLo.
Why? My damn fam. You might have to turn down the thing where I watch pan. All right. All right, listen up, pan. You'll get up. All right. Loud and clear now.
Yeah, so I'm here when I suppose people are using feelings instead of using facts. You need them personalize the thing. Like, listen, you like the old days, you like the job. We talking about facts, we're talking about court of the law. You know what I mean? Proven guilty.
Right.
So I thought these factors to tell me, okay, there's the evidence right here, you guilty.
Right.
Nobody's not saying that. Nobody's calling in saying, okay, these are the things. Everybody calling in saying, oh, we feel like to do this, or induced to do this. That has nothing to do with the crime. That's just personal feeling. You need to get over your personal feeling and talk about court of law. Then we could have a conversation. Your personal opinion about him doesn't prove that he's guilty. You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's just it.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I am talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, you don't put that brother. You have to everything from 100%.
Manners and respect. Manners and respect.
Don't use the ignorance, man, and your personal feelings. Use factual that you could use in a court of law.
The hardest part is getting that across to somebody that is ignorant and that is joyful in their ignorance. That's the hardest part, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
You do find the thing 100%.
All right, brother. One.
Yeah.
Oh. Boy, hey, some of them people are funny. Let me highlight somebody real quick. But they won't call in though. So DAB or DAB, call in. Be brave and call in. You see that I think about me, that's why I stay by myself, you know, because I build different. Trust me, I build different. If I say something to you on the internet, I will say the same thing to you in your face when I see you. If I start make up stuff about you and really have a problem with you, when we see you out the road, we are going to really have a problem in person. That's why I just stay one away and I push peace. See? Because my kind of explosion is not an next man kind of explosion. I'm going to be like, God almighty, why so flow? You have to go overboard and do it like that. So before I go through all that, I just stay one away. DAB, SouFLo, you want to sleep with man. But boy, my wife the in here, you know. Me in my house, you know. Me picnic them in them bed, you know. No fun never get seen with a girl yet. Don't have no picnic nowhere. Or you run around with one bag of woman and picnic everywhere who don't know you. But you talk about me, you want to sleep with man. Watch your meds. Watch your meds. Because you start think about me sleeping with man says a lot about you. In order for you to say something, you must first think it. You formulated SouFLo sleeping with a man in your mind, and then you put it, type it. Take your time and type it out. You hear what I just said? We're dealing with some idiot people out here. You formulate in your mind what you're going to say. So you did there think about me sleeping with man. Eh? That's more about you than about me. Them idiot conversation here is what I'm talking about. And instead of you doing that, just call in. Call in and say what you have to say. Eh? I don't think that's what it means, SouFLo. The person that said me want to sleep with man. One next one just put it up there, so say me a cartel gal and groupie, and me see one next one where say me want to move shorty out of the way and go in a cartel bed and all kind of something. I'm trying to tell you that watch your meds. You loose meds. Me not do loose meds. Me a big man. Me not like a boy. I don't do loose meds and loose thinking and just blurt out of my mouth. So I think and I speak. See? Sometimes I run through what I gotta say 2 and 3 times before me even say it. Y'all should practice some of that sometimes. You just come on social media like some little picnic where I thief Wi-Fi and just over here. But probably that's why someone get cut off and can't call in and all these things. Live on the air with SouFLo.
Yes. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. So I'm calling about this whole situation with Vybz Kartel's case. And the first thing I want to say, I just wanted to go back a little bit to the earlier caller, just to kind of underscore what she was trying to say, the comparison between the OJ case, because you had mentioned with Vybz case. So I think that's trying to say Jake's case is different too.
Is there? Hold up. Is there any way you can be clearer on the phone? Because I want everybody to hear what you have to say.
I don't know. How about now?
Yes, you sound good. Maybe.
Okay, fine. So I think she was trying to say that was a comparison because you mentioned the tampering with Vybz case, and then there was tampering with OJ's case with the cop. And even though he was found not guilty, but a lot of us believe that he was guilty. But given the time that was going on with the LA riots and all, we kind of was happy that he was found not guilty. And then the other thing she mentioned was again about Lisa Hyde with the whole fellatio with her and Vybz. She took a beating for that publicly.
Right.
You know, and he was the big man on campus, but she took a beating for that publicly. So I think that's what she was trying to touch on. And then the other thing that I want to ask for my own clarification, because, you know, I have my senior moments and I didn't follow the case as closely. But you mentioned the cops tampering with the phone. What, from what I remember, weren't there voice notes? Weren't there like transcripts from Digicel about conversations he had?
Yeah,
about the murder or whatever.
Yeah, but if you're going to mention those, I want the person who is using. Okay, so look at it like this: if you're going to say, right, They have evidence. They have voice notes. They have this. They have that. I want, because that is what got you to say he's guilty. So I want the person who is saying that to revisit that. And then I will revisit that with them. Show me where in that it says that, or how you got that out of that. I just want somebody to have a breakdown of a conversation out in the open, clear, not just my feelings and then point loosely to things that if I ask them to quote it or to remind me what it says, they can't do it.
Well, I mean, it was years ago, because I can't remember, and I'm older than you, so I have seen a moment. But I remember at the time thinking how damning it was.
It was years ago, but everything is still out there.
Well, right, because it was years ago, but I do remember some of the stuff that I had read, the transcripts in the paper, from digital they had gotten. Him I talked about the shoes, the forgets, and certain things that were mentioned about lizard and stuff like that. Those stuff were in transcripts. Those stuff were in voice notes.
From the phone, from the phone that.
Right, but again, there's tampering involved, right? And they're talking about Giselle and the transcripts and all of that, and the vote note, all that stuff is timestamped. So even if a cop tampered with the phone or whatever was there prior to that, would that be timestamped for them to see the connection between Vybz Kartel and the murder or whatever? I'm asking because again, it's been years ago.
Right.
But I remember at the time feeling like this is ridiculous. Like, why would all of this be so available? And I remember Ninja Man met the joke at the time and said, man needs to stop watch gangster movie. I need to stop watch CSI, or else they would know what and what not to say. Even though years later he got caught up himself.
Right.
But that's the thing. I remember him saying it, and I was thinking that, like, why would all of this be on a voice note? If you did some type of crime, why on a voice note?
Right.
Why, a text and all of that? That shouldn't be there.
Okay.
So that was my thinking at the time. But I don't remember verbatim what everything was said, but I remember to me it was very damning at the time.
All right. And thank you for laying that out. Now check this out, right? Mm-hmm. When all that so-called evidence was released, right? The first claim from his defense team was that's not an original voice note. That was tampered with, as in spliced in, right? To make it say what they wanted it to say. Now, it's proven that that can be done. I do it all the time in editing, and so do other vloggers or people who edit and do. So with that said, ask the question because his defense team wanted an independent person to come in, an independent party to come in and investigate that phone to refute their claim. Are they wrong? Are they right? Why did they fight them for so long? And then finally, when they actually did give them the right, which was this year, an independent party came in, and an independent party found that not only was the phone tampered with, but there were other stuff going on, like the splicing of the voice notes and all that stuff. It was proven. So that is the claim now that they have brought to the Privy Council.
Years later to say that this information, those voice notes were spliced.
They were not given the right.
As well. Okay. Were there transcripts too about some of the texting and conversation as well? Again, it's been years ago, but I remember seeing something of that nature.
They were not given the right to and that's what I said. Even that is a constitutional violation on his part, because if you're being tried in the court system in Jamaica as the accused, you have a right under the Constitution for the prosecution to turn over whatever it is they have against you to your team so that they can have it properly investigated as well. They held out on that for all those years. And when somebody finally was let in, it got found exactly what they said it was. It is. So are we going to ignore that expert's finding and just still stick to what they said
originally?
Well,
we shall see.
We shall see.
We shall see.
All right.
All right, SouFLo, thank you and good night.
All right, fam. Thanks for calling in. Have a good night.
You too. All right.
Bye-bye. All right. So yes, like I was saying, why did they deny his defense team for so long? Somebody is asking, what does that have? What does Lizard murder have to do with Kartel now and the new accusations now? We don't know the details of the new accusations other than the man tell me if he killed 3 people and me killed 2 and 1 get wet. That's it. He hasn't been to court through a trial. Evidence hasn't been gathered. We can't suss through the evidence and argue any points on that. So that's why we're not sticking to that. It's based on that, though, that we're having a conversation with what they did before to show what their true intention is. Right? Somebody says, oh, Hazel, I'm blessed. Says, bro, you're talking some rubbish. Whose voice was in the voice notes? Was it not him or was it not the artist himself on the voice note? Bro, that were you listening to? Listen, you ever hear Noah Power do a Bounty Killer impersonation? I heard it before, a couple of times, and I thought it was Bounty Killer talking. And when me look on something and Noah Power do a Bounty Killer impersonation. You understand? So you're saying that to say what? Like nobody else can sound like him? Like they can't take pieces of what you said before and put it together to make a whole different sentence? Come on now. If we are going to deal with forensics and technology and the possibilities of, I'm showing you how, as an attorney defending a client, that should have been at the forefront to at least create doubt, to at least have somebody thinking like, oh, well, yeah. But let's go beyond that. This year, 2021, an expert was flown in, a digital forensic expert was flown into the country of Jamaica and given the right to go through that phone and do their own stuff. And they came out finding that the phone was heavily tampered with. Not just the one lick or something. So you could, everybody wants, not everybody, but a lot of people want to stick to the original, right? That sounds good. So the expert is null and void then. The same expert that they fought for how many years to not be able to come in. The same right they took away from his defense team for how long? And they gave them that right this year, finally. And an independent expert found it to be that. See? Shady Nation, big up yourself. Shady Nation says, Octane getting exposed right now. Clarendon events. Getting exposed with what? Because I just talked about using the word exposed now. Exposed means you're telling truth with proof. Exposed. I don't want to see no 2 man stand up in a picture and that is proof of anything. Because if you see some picture with me, stand up with some man we're going to do some other something, next thing y'all going to say, yep, see that because it's SouFLo in a picture with him there, just like Warren Weir was in the picture with the same Kevin Smith man there, and quite a few other people were in the same picture with him. But these people were allowed to argue away. Well, I was the popular athlete at the time. I won the gold in the 200 meter at the Olympics. A lot of people wanted to meet me. They said that this was a prominent man in the island. And when I came back, you know, he wanted to take a picture with me, just like everybody else. And I did, and that kind of stuff, you know. Yeah, you know, it doesn't mean that I was a member of his cult. You see what I'm saying? Roger says, they say it's not facts in court. Social media is not facts in court. Evidence is. Live on the 8. Why does not answer? Hello?
Yeah, SouFLo, yeah.
Yeah, one, talk up now.
Yeah, so what I mean I say, don't want most people to tune in to understand it. If all our evidence what them have on the phone. If it's 100% facts true, when them get the cell phone, them for sure and lock up it in our safe place where nobody can reach it.
Correct.
Because when we look on everything else, the system was seeing Vybz Kartel so bad. So if the evidence it showed, they would have come about it.
Thank you.
And also,
and that's thinking outside the box for a lot of people. That's thinking outside. Say that part there again for me. If the evidence was sure, they would not have tampered with it.
Yeah.
All right. Digital forensic expert independent party proved that it was heavily tampered with.
Yeah.
All right. See that? Thank you.
So,
all right,
so
brother.
one of the reasons why one of the reasons why they want to fix Vybz Kartel, the system is one of
you sound like you're being coerced.
Right.
Give the phone to whoever coerced you.
The more impact we have on society, the more power. It's like they're afraid of that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the reasons why they want to try to put him away, because they have too much power for the people then. Which is everybody are them one big people. So that's because Vybz Kartel was saying this and that. Me as a big man or a big woman has the knowledge to know if that's wrong or not.
Mm-hmm.
So there is no reason the system to blame Vybz Kartel of seeing bad man shown and it's because Vybz Kartel is a lot of good shows.
But they don't highlight those. They don't highlight those.
No, they
actually did a video on SouFLoTV a couple of years back, but you can put it in YouTube. Just type in 10 songs they don't want us to keep listening to from Vybz Kartel. And you're gonna see how long may I do this. The song them don't have no curse words in them, and there are many more than 10. But me just give you 10 of one of the most powerful ones, because they were teaching, upliftment, they were exposing exactly how the system works and your way to get out if you are a ghetto youth. So them song there, them not get no play. And he was calling up names in the song, but he might call up some big heavy name in that song. Right?
Yeah.
Marius, thank you so much. I appreciate you greatly. All right, brother. We could free up the line and make somebody else call in. I appreciate your call here.
Yeah.
All right. The caller that was being coerced. I don't know if gun there I'm head or what, but live on the air with SouFLo. What going?
I hear me there at Snittan here. But everybody will not really outside. We are the key crown witness, you know. The case not based upon the phone, you know. So get on me and say, yeah, you know, based upon the phone. We are the key witness. They get on me and say so. So in that sense, when you say for proof the Vybz Kartel, if you really go back in the case, you have to do your research. That's what I say. The man, the phone. So the phone being wiped out as already as not credible. You get what I say? So yeah, I really man. I tell you, if you really go back in the case and look, read the case.
Which part in the case?
That man.
Can me read all through it? Which part in the case? Give me a line. Give me a sentence. Give me a phrase. Give me a line. Give me something. Which part in the case you are talking about? Because I've been all through it, and it was a long case, right? I wonder if not the longest court case in Jamaica history. So I've been through it.
You said the question, prove what guilty, right?
Yeah, break up, fam. Right now, I want everybody to hear you. So fix the phone something like.
Are you better now?
Yes, you're loud and clear. So what you say now?
Yeah, man, I said the phone. Everybody are calling and say the phone and that's not the main thing in the case. Then.
The phone was the key piece of evidence that was used to convict them.
No, man.
Yes.
We can guarantee that I follow it up, man. Right now, I have to go in a lot of things, we go research back again. But so I say, but if you really do it for yourself, you will understand that.
But I'm do it already. That's why I tell you, pull out what you are talking about.
What you say?
If me I gonna bring something to you, I'm gonna say, okay, if we reverse this role right now, and I was to say to you, right, say, yo, brother, listen, it's not the phone is not the thing, you know. It was a testimony from an individual named so and so. If you go through the court case, you will see and say, that's what I want you to do. But you're not do that. You're just you're loosely relating or mentioning something else where me I tell you if you pull it out. Let me see it. You know, pull it out. You're not hit it on the head. You know, lick the nail on the head with that one.
You see that? Alright, so before we call, we should have the receipts on the line. But you know what I say? But if you really say you read the case under the phone are the main thing about it too.
All right, all right, brother. And just for that, I'm gonna go through the whole thing again. I'm telling you, say long and long, and if you go through it, you should know that too. But just for that, I'm gonna go through it again. Because I want to see what else I talk about. Even the media in Jamaica, the leading media houses in Jamaica, it was front page that the phone was the key evidence that was used in these exact words that was used to seal up that. So you are telling me something like you must have some other information that I want to know about.
All the thing we know, man. All the thing we know, man.
Yeah, man. All the people know all the thing, man. You see,
Portmore come from a waterfall now. We know Vybz Kartel good, you know.
See
the day we know the thing, you know.
See it.
So I say.
See it.
From Kartel start rising money, everything will start change. You see me?
Okay.
The money come from when scooter a weekly down a town, and when they book in their back pocket, I go check the road buckler. You hear me? I tell you. Yeah, so we know the thing go, man. And the only thing him sing about where incriminate himself.
I know you this on the phone.
Where the people.
Are you this on the phone?
A call now?
Yeah, is this you on the phone? When you call, there was a person on the phone, a picture of a person.
Yeah, man.
Are you that?
I mean that, man. Yeah, man.
All right. Well, you must say I really take care of yourself good because to have been around in that time and then look like how you look now. You look like about 21 years old, my brethren. You look like about 21.
No, man, I'm 30, man. Listen, man, I'm 30, man.
All right.
I've been in the thing, man. 4 corners of Waterford from Boston, Lynchmap, Gaza, Parker. You can tell you the whole 4 corners.
So when Kartel went to prison, you were 20. That means that you might have seen things throughout your teens and growing up and all that. That's all?
From 2000 we know Kartel, man. 2000. Okay. So I tell you, so them time their scooter pushed them a town. They look shine the scooter then with him book in their back pocket. As a youth we are watching. So I say a youth would know the thing growing up. So I say I would dip on the ground even more than our parents them. So we know.
See.
You feel me? See. Yeah, man. I know something I normally do, but I feel like safe go do back research because under the phone are the main piece of the evidence. Let us that me and say, because everybody calling and say about phone.
Here what I want you do. Here what I want you to do. I want you to pull out the exact part where you are talking about and leave it in the comment section. Come and go through all of the comments them so I will see it. And then I will go visit that again.
Alright, we'll do it until it go.
Alright, brother. Big up here. That the caller sound like him. You want to cuss me, but him change his mind when him reach. I stop. Just defend your thing, but defend your thing straight. You see me? Call with sense, call with facts, call with point directly to it. Nobody can do it. Hasn't done it yet. I've been on here 1 hour and 54 minutes now. 6 more minutes and we're gonna shut the live down. Nobody now watch no video that's 2 hours long. This one was kind of festive with all the call-ins and stuff. So some people might watch it a little bit longer, but 2 hours is a long time. See? So everybody knows something. Everybody knows somebody. Yeah, man, we know Kartel. We used to kick ball with him from primary school, man. Yeah, man, we know Kartel from basic school, you know, daddy. From there, you know, from we used to roll up book and put in a back pocket and go check around Butler around a studio and them thing there, you know. And everybody knows, you know, all this, the insides of. Last call for the evening, live on the air with SouFLo.
SouFLo, good evening, sir.
Fam, do me a favor. Good evening. Please turn down. I can hear myself echoing on your device. So just turn down the device there and then speak up in the phone. Welcome.
Yeah, you hear me? That sound better?
Yeah, you sound better now.
No, what I say SouFLo is that everybody I call it a case, and what I call it is the witness today.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I don't think that is a stale thing. It's been out there about that.
Mm.
But I'll call no name, but the artist who get away was well established.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So the witness there
why you not call no name? What, like, who know your address? Who are come find you? Why you not call no name? We're having a conversation. Call a name, man.
No. A different time to live in a so good. But it was mentioned before, nothing new, right, about what the witness said today.
All right.
Okay?
All right.
That, you know, and that's all I'm saying.
All right, sir.
All right?
All right.
And then what you show? What you show a long time now? Over time. Good show, sir. Good show.
All right, brother. Manners and respect.
Yeah.
All right. If you're scared, go to church. Jesus. Talk up door. Ain't nothing wrong with calling name. Nobody don't know you. And me should I be worried about calling name because people are gonna say on my platform and the boy SouFLo and see him over there, so cause me touch road just normal like everybody else. I'm out and about. Enough time in there. Anywhere me go. Me hear SouFLo, yo SouFLo. So me should I not worry. I'm telling you to call name. Nobody don't know you. I'm not showing your number. Nobody knows it's you calling. Bolster your argument with some proof or something, call a name. That's it. Live on the air with SouFLo, what's going on?
Yeah, top of the night here, SouFLo.
All right, manners and respect, fam. Big up yourself, what go on?
Yeah, man, bless up to you and the fans and your family, them, but you know what, go right about now, SouFLo, I say a mother people are calling and them a say this and them a say that. Them to remember, say, we want to talk about the case, you know. We not talk about if they like Vybz Kartel or not, you know. Because that's your is a problem because they don't like him.
Your phone gone on the water, you're dropping in a bathtub. Your phone gone on the water, friend.
Yeah, I hear me properly, you know?
Yes, right there, sir. Loud and clear.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Now, say, if the people them are going to take this bag of media talk and this media hype and okay, the way we look on things as Jamaican, won't go crucify one another. That's all we do. Because Chucky Brown did come out and talk.
That's the name I was trying to remember before. Sorry, not to cut you off, but that is the name I was trying to remember before. Chucky Brown. When me say no big people name non call, Chucky Brown calls some big people name, don't it?
Right.
They marry him under the jail.
Blind eye to that.
All right.
Everybody play a blind eye to that. But right now, everybody there for Octane and Vybz Kartel.
All right.
Because I'm going to try to show you all them people that stay against them own. You know?
All right. And them personal feelings.
So all we have better justice system. All we have a better country then.
All right.
Because if a man, you know, we say him deal with things to them and come out and talk, say, well then this, and everybody play a blind eye to it, including the system itself, you know.
Right, that's all.
After how many years, you know, man, I come say no Vybz Kartel, they do this. So why they never say them thing a long time?
A decade ago.
You know, remember, I never murdered them care Vybz Kartel go to jail. Now look at weed business at hotel. And when you go to jail, a team murder on a people and instantly. Everybody no can see never come out on a ball to the people them and all take interview and I tell the people them send fear for all them life and if anything happen to him, what will happen, who them for find finger upon. I will still play a blind eye to that, but no one pay attention to hearsay, don't it? I don't so we stay as people, man. But excellence is not a perfection, you know. It's a provoking habit. It's something where everybody have to practice. But most of us against one another alone we can strive after. Let me tell you something, man. To be a real man, a real man is about respect and integrity. You don't have to stand up on your brother's shoulder, have to stand up as a man. A weak man do them thing there. A weak woman. Like the woman when me hear calling earlier. She can't tell you why she feel the man guilty or not at all. But she can jump and I tell you all type of things. You just am gonna show we hate it to the man. Cause we are saying now it gonna make no sense to what going right now. We are talking about the man case and I be a hatred you show.
And be a personal opinion.
Let them nasty corrupt thing. It's not about who you like, not who you rate. We are talking about what go on. With them having a crucified that wrong.
Facts.
I know them not prove it to the world, saying guilty.
Enough of them in here with them funny comments same way, and them not realize like how unintelligent it make you seem when somebody just try have a basic conversation with you and just try to get you to address exactly what it is you think was, and you claim you have all these proof. You can tell when people switch and start calling name, or you want to sleep with man, you're this, you're that, but they're not addressing it with facts like you're saying, fam.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and that's what we are more time it turns hurtful to see your own people them and go on. And I like we can see it. We are some we such love the cartel that we
fix up the phone.
Nobody has a cartel perfect.
Right.
I don't even know if cartel honest.
That's why I said to her, say me not perfect and she not perfect either.
But I tell you that's what they must say. Them have him at prison for that wrong and that shaky.
Facts. And anybody with sense can see that.
Right, you know what I mean?
If you don't let your personal feelings for the man get in the way.
Right.
See him so.
And this way this guy come up and talk about right now. I never go pay attention to that because I saw the media work, you know. I saw the media work. The media is something we work for the government and them shit there, you know.
Yeah.
So if the media push out certain things right about now and upset all of them stuff there. And we want to capitalize on it as a people. And so comes them hurt a whole heap of youth and nobody not pay attention to it. Because in the first place, at the same thing, them say them did have video with him do the act and them stuff there only for find out they just look at picture, voice note them did have them not have no video.
But when them put it out in the media and it gone already like that, right? Video out there. So now people who didn't pay attention from back then, when them call, them I said to me, said SouFLo, wasn't there video evidence of So that's why I say, you see the video? What part of the video? Me want you timestamp it for me. Me want you say 203 into the video is where he was seen doing so and so to him, because you still believe that them have a video out there of this man actually doing that to the person. And the video not out there like that. There was never any video out there like that. But the whole propaganda thing will go from before, and all these people who just believe in what they hear first, they're not even going to do no little research, and they will tell you to your face, say, yes, I follow the case from beginning. But talk to them 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes in, you will realize this is a personal thing. This is like that. Yeah, something against the man that's personal, which not, I mean, if you don't want to like him, you don't have to like him. That's fine. But when we are discussing evidence and court matters and facts, then your personal feeling don't have no part in this.
Part of it, right? That's what I say, it's about truth or right.
Facts.
Because I don't really want to get deep in other stuff there, you know. But this little clown with them claims they are testify. He might talk about the man this with three, give them others with 3 man and all these stuff. Oh, he might talk about black man, and if you remember, say, I just Tesha Kartel sing about. Kartel not deal with black man, my brother. So me just gonna show you all of them shit, I be a fool in this shit, my brother.
Them know what them are doing, man. Them know what them know the house of cards that they're putting together. I just want the people them to see it. You know?
But anybody not take no blind man to see that. You know what I mean? But you never go and talk certain shit. Not take no blind a fool in this them out that way when I come and talk about.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but bless up yourself, SouFLo.
Manners and respect, 10 star.
Morning, you know. Because as me as a man talk on my channel, I think you're one of the most intelligent blogger on YouTube, you know what I mean? I'm going to say that without no apology, so continue. Because the whole of we can't be boogie guy in my birthday.
Me I subscribe to your channel.
Go and keep up the good work and bless up yourself and the family, and bless up to the viewers then for your channel too, you know what I mean?
10 star.
Respect our manners.
10 star, big up yourself. Manners and respect. All right. One more call. We're past the 2 hour jog. Live on the air with SouFLo.
SouFLo,
there enough I'm wanting.
There, man.
Taking in these conversations and, you know, have people speak their mind on these things. May I look for some facts, some irrefutable evidence, some, you know?
Well, you have one. You are the part of the system. You see me?
Yeah.
And me basically come from country, and we don't really, most of over there in the system, we don't come from the city. You get what I say? So when time a man lock up a man in the city, most of the time a man refuse to say, it's personal. You get me? It don't necessarily go like that. You get what I say? Alright, now so this is you see, Kartel, I was there, me never in the investigation, but me know people where they are dealing with, isn't it?
See.
Alright, you see the phone evidence, they have something with them called corroborated evidence.
Corroborated evidence, yes.
Yeah. So you see the corroborated evidence is the phone evidence. You have persons who testify against Vybz Kartel. And you have to remember, so you have more than one phone in the something there, in the investigation. So not because them say the phone they tamper with, it means to say all of the phone was tampered with. You get what I say?
All right. Say, but yeah.
Yeah, me hear.
Yeah, go on, talk. You talk your talk.
Yeah, so not because them say that, it means to say all of the phone. All right, another thing. You see digital and flow and all of them, you have a particular way how them investigate cases. You see, if you post something on your phone, you have a way where the police them and digital and all of them have a thing going on where them can check the authenticity of the posting and the information and can tell where it's coming from. You get what I say? So all of them things that was part of the evidence. Me not say probably a mistake was made, and me not say probably a phone was tampered with.
This
but
is
we
Jamaica.
can tell for a fact that there are evidence there.
This is Jamaica. Mistakes are conveniently made.
Yeah.
To suit certain agenda. If you did that on the inside, then and you're being honest all the way, I'm sure you know that too.
Straight.
See? So, no matter the name of the big company and all that, they are all infiltratable and they all work with the system when the time comes to work with the system because they all associate with each other outside of, say, work.
Straight.
You know? The same organizations they belong to, the same this, they rub elbows together, them stay at each other's yard, them kids go to the same uppity schools, that kind of stuff like that. So when it comes time now to put something together, it's not very hard to do it, especially in corrupted Jamaica.
Well, you have a point there, but that would have me couldn't talk on that. You get what I say, SouFLo?
Right.
You done why me don't know what would have to say if in digital or whatever, whichever one of the phone network them, I'm not sure. It's just a reference. I'm not sure which one of them, but me can talk to them. But me know that there's a process where you can authenticate the information and you have specialized police officers who deal with them thing there. You get what I say? So me can talk to that, and not because some of the time we have some people rate and respect, and we not expect something from them, but not because we rate them and respect them, it means to say, John O Star, they're not going to do this, or we can't vouch to them. Relating to the thing we're going with Kartel, where the nigga testify about clans. Kartel, not really, black man on the Kesha Miller, and really the Kartel done. You get what I say? A bulby Kartel really rate. You get what I say? And they don't necessarily mean to say them at facts. Me I said this, she said, you don't mean to say the person who testify a facts or it's not true. But some of the time just the affiliation with person can get a cartel. Kartel used to link with Bobby. Bobby used to give Kartel in chain. Kartel walk anywhere in a Spanish town and nobody at all will touch him. You get what I say? And that's known facts. You get me?
Same.
So it's just, you don't mean to say every single thing is facts, but some of the time just the association and a lot of things is evidence out there as a previous one of the previous callers said. You get me? And never tell her this too. You see, Vybz Kartel, me sit down with a big inspector in an Africa. And they had like 10 murders from Vybz Kartel where Kartel not get charged from. Me I tell her that. You get me? But me not have nothing personal, me just give you some facts.
No, they have 10 murders and he didn't get charged for it. So behind the scenes.
What they're them investigate on, where name call on.
So people just come in and say I'm involved in this.
Well, me not gonna tell us that people, me not gonna go and say people came in because they never come in to me.
Same.
But based on the fact he been around at that point, I was did a young police.
Yeah, so, right. So I mean, talk loosely. Me just assess. So people reported certain things.
Yeah.
And you're saying that those things were followed up and thoroughly investigated and found to be true? Or you said them just
let it go? I guess so. And I guess so a lot of us get it wrong. Not because the police have a responsibility. You get what I say? But you don't necessarily mean to say the police is not the judge. You get what I say? The police are going to do his job and present it to the judge, and the judge are going to declare if he's guilty or not, if it's facts or not, based on the evidence represented.
Yeah, but before we reach this, because that's in a court, and I never heard of him going to court and being tried for any 10 cases. So me I said,
that's why I say his name. That's why I say name.
So these
was called.
His name was called.
Yeah.
Okay.
And over 10 of them. You see me, and that is what a police said to me. In a 2011, during that same period of time.
Got it.
Me now got to say him do them, it was facts or not, because that's not a responsibility. You get what I say?
Murder is a serious accusation, don't it?
Think it is like it's personal. A lot of times we don't even know these people.
Right.
And then like say we want to go out our way, and like we want to go out our way to go out and do to probably prosecute Vybz Kartel. That take a lot out of police to do something like that. You get what I say? A lot of work. Yeah. And we can tell you this, if you convict, murder is one of the most difficult crimes to convict someone on. Anywhere in the world.
Not if the evidence is irrefutable, my friend.
Which is right.
All right.
You understand?
All right.
But you have to be precise.
Right.
And you see, based on all of us opinion, and my based on what we know and experience,
right.
And it's just this is personal for me. The court appeal that Kartel is at right now, me to think if there was a lot of tampering based on what persons are saying right now, you done short already, and Kartel would be a free man today. In our first world country, that's my personal opinion.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So me encounter Vybz Kartel a couple times. Me see him, but me don't know him personally. It's nothing personal to me. Me just I give you what me think and what me see and what me experience.
Right, brother, and that is valuable because we never experience what you experience, and you know you have expertise from that side of the law, so it's good to hear from you and your side of things as well. See?
Yeah, and another thing, you see the time when Lizard was about to get missing, he was in communication with a family member, with a close member, when it was so-called in the presence of Vybz Kartel.
Him sister, yeah. For sure, me follow the case. I am sister.
Exactly. So all of those was evidence, and not because there was a tampering with the phone. It means to say him not guilty. Or not. You get what I say? You get what I say? So probably a tampering was there, but you have evidence that is being seen where we can convict him. But as we said, me no know, this is just my opinion, and it's based on the experience that because I give you some facts because you want some info, get me.
No doubt. Thank you. Good talk.
Yeah, man, respect.
All right, manners and respect, fam. Bless up. All right. So, like me I said, all right, again, name call upon 10 murder. You see how that sound? Name call upon 10 murder. I'm gonna tell you the first thing that the system does. Okay, so I've been in the military for a while, right? And when I came out of the military, it took me forever. I still can't come out of certain things and certain ways that were instilled in me. So it wasn't hard to actually tell the same thing with this person that just finished talking. He hit some good points from that perspective, and we talk to everybody and get to learn from everybody. But here one. Name call upon 10 murders. Now, this is a ex-police, right? I tell you, same name call upon 10 murder. My logical question to this is, so you get 10 reports of 10 different murder. No proper investigation was done into any of these. It just fly under the radar 10 times, 10 bodies, one man. And now, after he'd been in prison for over 10 years, that is injected into any conversation about him anytime it's time to make him seem really, really guilty. Did you all try him for any of those 10 murders? Cause him jump and go, we are a judge, you know, and I tell me about the police is not the judge, and we already know the police is not the judge, but we also know that there's a lot of crooked police in Jamaica, not true? Big up to the good police them out there. All right, the one them that actually really do their work and they're not corrupted and them not in and nothing. See, big up to them. But we know for a fact, so there are a lot of corrupted police out there. They could be working on behalf of somebody that is superior to all of you. And when the agenda is supposed to go down, they're the part that fulfill the agenda. It's like workers. You not the plug, you the worker. Right? You're not the man that produce the keys. You the dude that break it down and do $20 rocks. The distribution line have a chain or order. So neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. Still not prove nothing. Still not prove nothing. I mean, how many things are you gonna say about the one man? 10 murder and name called upon before, you know. Well, we never hear that till today. Right? And more stuff again. You soon hear how him rape off picnic and him slash one 75-year-old woman throat in 1999. And right after him box down Ninja Man in the jump in him car and go over so go chop up a next little girl around so and she be in a one crocus bag run at the back of one church. And the stories just get, when it comes to Kartel, the stories get pretty outlandish. And I think I've probably heard them all by now. I'm telling you, I know police and soldier. And we talk to them all the time. Them call me and talk to me all the time also. Right? And I respect their opinion. I respect their thought process. But I still see holes. See? All right. Remember the former commissioner of police said 100 murders. You remember that? You remember that? I think a TV James did company and then Kartel them put out a lawsuit for defamation of character against TVJ because how dare the commissioner of police sit on that station and say that with no proof? And to this day, he has not brought. If you are accusing the man of 100 murders, you must have proof of at least one. We remember that. Not true? But they never. But you see, one time he had to retire with speed, just like how this captain get caught up with the. I tell you now, that Kevin Smith something that happened for a reason. Just like when that captain got caught up with Kevin Smith just now, and him name start call, and then suddenly the JDF approves his retirement, and he's an expert in this and he's an expert in that, and he changed over 2,000 people's lives. As they came into the force from civilians to military personnel, blah, 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 etc. And he cut out one time, gone with all in pension and benefits and everything, right? Same thing. When we call him name, Owen Ellington, when he retired with speed and suddenly it was because what? A bag of stuff. That, go do your research then. Just Google why did police commissioner and put him name in there, retire suddenly, and then start do your digging, and then come back, come talk to me. Yeah, man. Because me are not Jamaican, me are foreigner. We know how the place works. Let's be honest, 100%. But when we are going to talk about the case, we have to talk about facts. And not that we're discussing that particular case. It has to do with this new accusation and the individual that it is coming from. You ever hear them say, drowning man grasp at straws? Because when you're good in the water there, you know, and you full up your nose and lungs and everything, one leaf you see at the top of the water before you are going dead, you are going to draw for the leaf there and hope the leaf can float you like a boat. That person who is so-called telling right now is a drowning man. Anything them tell him right now, listen, we already have you on this and this murder and that murder. You know, you're not the road again for life. That's why I drew a parallel to Alpo in New York. 14 people him killed. See? Instead of doing life without the possibility of parole, him take a 30 years and a deal. Because they said that's too many. We can't just let you out just like that. You're going to have to do some time. But if you give us and roll on a couple of people and so on, then we'll make sure that you see the light of day in 20, 30 years. Him do him thing, him tell pan who him for tell pan, him come out. He did his time. The little time with them game. He came out. That's why I drew that same parallel. Is a drowning man grabbing at straws. So I'm a fling out anybody them want him to fling out right now. Don't mind sharp your ear, say SouFLoTV was there. But please believe me, I wasn't there. I wasn't there, and these people will back it up and say, yes, it's true. Because we see SouFlo in Jamaica around that time, and him did over Portmore at that time too. So maybe it's really true. Yeah. All right, sir. Big up to Portmore people, them. Regular, we touch them ends there. Yeah. Big up to Portmore. So here one. I could leave this one right here, so. I can't tell Thief Andrew Car. Yo, but I can't bother. But Jano, from them sealing them up, people. Look how Tommy Lee, look what them do Tommy Lee, Look what them do Tommy Lee, You will have to go into my head and put that in my brain physically for me to buy that. Look what them do to Tommy Lee. Somebody is looking at me right now saying he's a part of the problem. You know how we think them, man. Boy, they always have to stir up the ants nest and make people are looking at them. I just want the people to look. Just look. All right? All other associates. Right now, I tell Popcorn to run far. Because right now, they're trying to do some in the house thing. Oh, Popcorn, him did send out hit after. And we go for kill Popcorn and miss. What attempts were made on Popcorn's life that missed? And why is Popcorn still going around bigging up Vybz Kartel? I told y'all before, when they were taking Kartel down, Kartel had to broke up what he had going on because he already knew what it was. So right now, everybody have to go argue with each other. Everybody have to go them separate way because if we band together and act like did y'all see what they did to Vanessa Bling? The Vanessa Bling case could still be open today, When them let her walk out, her case could still be reopened back today. Them tell her for run for, when somebody kick boy and them body and say, run from boy. That's how they did Vanessa Bling. Why I think she itch up a foreign and she not really mess with Jamaica like that. Not out and about and not talking about these cases and anything that comes up in the media concerning any of this. Everybody did have to disperse because they wanted everybody. They were trying to take down his whole organization. See? So the thing we know what it is though. I just want some solid proof. That's it. Forget your personal feelings. Just give me some solid proof. Make me have to shut my mouth. Because I'm a big man, If me ever wrong, me can say me wrong. If I'm ever wrong, I can say I'm wrong. So DJ Blinger's World. So if your friend I go put hit on you, am I gonna tell you? I never said that. He's gonna tell you, but you gotta understand the relationship. Yeah? You have to understand the relationship. I have to understand when outside forces are trying mash up something that they realize now them can't mash up. See? So that's right there. Listen, everybody's gonna see stuff how them want to see it out of this. No matter how you talk, no matter how you. So I'm not here to convince anybody. I was here to have a good conversation, and I was here hoping that somebody would have called in and said some really strong things. But I was swayed neither left, right, forward, nor backward. I still stand firm on everything I said and everything I believed in when I first started the video, and as me I got end the video now. See, same way. I look all about. Queenie Morris, me no have tunnel vision, me look all about. That's why I argue like that all over the place and bring it right back together to irrefutable evidence. That's it, irrefutable evidence. When we have that, talk to me. Until then, big up on yourself, manners and respect. Come go on the bed at almost midnight. All right, and thanks for hanging out. And tomorrow morning, I go live about 6:30, 6:45, them time there, until we feel like come off again. That's for my morning thoughts, family. I will talk up some things in the morning. All right, big up. I'm out. And hey, before we go, listen, before we go, it's okay to disagree with what your brother and your sisters are saying without trying to disrespect them, without trying to call them out their name or anything bad or to degrade them or attempt to, you know what I said? It is okay. It is actually one of the biggest problems in our country that have us yamming at each other like two rabid dogs that haven't been fed in forever. Because as soon as somebody disagree with you, up under your mother, suck out this, go around this, so you feel dead and all that. Like, have normal disagreements and just say, all right, brother, me know what me know, you know what you know. We're going to stick to that until you can give me some facts that can change up what I'm thinking or what I know as facts. Because I can bring my facts. So when you come talk to me, bring your facts. And we meet facts with facts and we talk like intelligent people. If we disagree still, it's still manners and respect. All right? I'm out. Peace.